Да похуй, блядь.
The fighting in Bakhmut quickly returned to a critical point. Ukraine said it had resumed encircling and shelling the Wagner group that crossed the front line in the Bakhmut area last Monday. Wagner has played a key role in the Russian offensive against Bakhmut, with Ukrainian soldiers interviewed by The Guardian saying Wagner fighters were often used as surprise troops in frontal assaults on their positions, while the recently mobilized Russians were deployed in a more defensive role. Mercenaries from the Wagner Prigozhin group have spearheaded a brutal 8-month attempt by Russia to capture the town, though analysts think it is of little military importance. Meanwhile, the Ukrainian Defense Forces have repulsed Russian attacks near 16 settlements in 3 oblasts and have carried out numerous successful attacks on Russian positions, hitting nearly 30 areas where Russian military personnel are concentrated and 7 Russian anti-aircraft missile systems. The enemy forces focused their main efforts on the Bakhmut and Avdiivka fronts. They carried out defensive operations on the Kupiansk, Lyman, Novopavlivka, and Kherson fronts. The Ukrainian General Staff reports that Russia is preparing to launch another wave of covert mobilization in temporarily occupied Crimea. In Sevastopol, previously released aid and finance workers and other professionals have started receiving summons notifications. Ukrainian aircraft carried out 21 airstrikes on concentration areas of the Russian occupying forces and 7 on Russian anti-aircraft missile systems. Ukrainian forces also destroyed 3 Lancet 3 UAVs. Ukrainian rocket and artillery forces attacked 6 Russian command posts, 8 concentrations of Russian military personnel and ammunition storage points. While the Russian armed forces continue to grapple with various problems, its defense industry is proving to be very resilient. Russia's cruise missile production capacity has increased during the war despite sanctions. While Russia cannot replenish its expensive high-grade weapon systems with new production, it continues to produce low-end conventional systems at a rapid rate. Despite the predicted ammunition shortage, Russian shelling of Ukrainian positions has continued at a relatively constant rate since October. Therefore, Russia is likely to remain on the offensive until early summer, at which point its combat power is likely to decline again. Russia will have to call in another wave of mobilization by the end of this winter to be able to maintain an extended front. At that time, Russia's overwhelmed posture would be vulnerable to a Ukrainian counterattack. As the first anniversary of the invasion approaches and Moscow is deploying tens of thousands of reinforcements to the front, military analysts and soldiers on the battlefield say the momentum seized by Ukraine last fall in 2 major counteroffensives has stalled. And near Vuhledar at least, the initiative even gradually shifted back to the enemy. The troops fighting for Vuhledar, according to analysts, were mostly naval infantry from Russia's 155th Pacific Fleet Brigade, a force similar to that of the United States Marines.